Hi, it's Kevin Sanders. It's day 56, and Jack and we're still okay. He's here. He's just out cold like little kids can be. No matter what's going on, they can just fall asleep, just sitting there with a beanie, a coat, and wrapped in a sleeping bag. But I just wanted to record again for a moment. I look at the camera every day and think that I should say something to it. I don't know. It's not like the days are very eventful. They're kind of just they're like Groundhog Day. We just repeat ourselves. We wake up in the morning and crack open a can of something to eat, and I hate to say this at this point, but the people in our neighborhood, they really should think about stocking up on vegetables rather than just straight green beans. There's other things out there that would be a lot more enjoyable to eat. That's mostly what we found in a few houses. There's been cases of these green beans. I don't know, they're okay. Have them with dinner every once in a while, but now I have them for a lot more meals than what I'd like to. But we're doing okay. We've got enough to eat at this point. The main struggle that we'd had was coming up with water. It's not something that you really think of. I'm guessing people in a third world country think of it. We don't think of it here. We've got water on tap. We had water on tap. There's snow outside, but there's not a lot of heat for us to melt it. It doesn't really melt in here. It's I'd say it's right around 30 degrees in here. It's pretty cold. But we were going through houses, and this is one of the things I wanted to report. Is I didn't want to forget this. I'm sure that I wouldn't, but little Jack, he's got such an inquisitive mind, and that's the great thing about kids, is they think so differently than we do. We were in one of the houses, and this will probably sound gross, but one of the places where we've been getting water has been the back of toilets. There's a good couple gallons in there. And most of the houses, there's been a good layer of ice, but we've been able to get through in certain rooms, as long as houses are pretty well insulated. But we went to this one house, and we made it up to the bathroom, and the ice, it was frozen solid. And I was just sitting there, kind of disappointed, and we'll go to the next house. And Jack just looks at me and he goes, "Can't we just use hot water to melt the ice?" And I looked at him kind of like this at first, and then it dawned on me. Oh, smart little guy. The water heaters. Every one of these houses has a water heater. There's like 40 or 50 gallons of water in there, and it's insulated. And I'm like, oh God, maybe. So I ran downstairs and turned the valve, and water just came pouring out. So I hurried up and shut the valve. And we've gone and found jugs, and we filled them up. We've got a pretty good stockpile here. I'd say we've got probably, God, for the last few days, I'd say there's at least 100 gallons of water here. There's enough that I'm actually thinking about maybe using some to maybe shave some of this. It's getting to me. I can keep this, but this is itchy. I'm a clean shave guy. I'm not used to this. So in case, for when Jack sees this, good job. I think you probably saved us. So that's kind of what I wanted to report. We're just holding out until we can try and walk out of here. You might ask, why don't I drive out of here? Well, there are barricades placed around the neighborhoods. All of the exits. There's big, like the concrete things that they use for when they're doing heavy construction on the freeway, and they're laid across there. They were put there by the National Guard. They did it right after they evacuated the neighborhood. Karen's Jack's mom. Karen really pressured me to go. She said, we should go. They're evacuating everybody. We should get out of here. We should go with them. And I said no. And I think I should have said yes, but at this point, we're just gonna hold out until it's warmer, and then we'll walk out. There's actually an army base, probably about maybe 15, 20 miles from here. And we haven't heard anything from there. You would think that you'd hear helicopters or something if they were using it, but we don't hear anything. We hear the light footfalls of those monsters out there. I was hesitant to call them what they are, but they're zombies. They're goddamn zombies. Like, really. I think about it and go, really? Zombies. Right. Wait, I'm waiting for vampires and Bigfoot to come stalk us too. You know, it makes absolutely no sense. I'm sure that later on they'll be classified as something else, but right now that's the only thing I can think of is, you know, you think of zombies, you think of the zombie movies, and that's exactly what they are. It's absolutely incredible. So that's all I've got to report for now. I think maybe next recording, you know, I'll have Jack come out here and get his picture on here and see my cute little guy, and we'll just keep recording until there's nothing to record, and hopefully that's when we've found where everybody is and there's a place where everything is normal, where we just start trying to pick up the pieces of our lives again. So, day 56, we're still here.